girl in her 20s is supposed to be self-assured, confident, traveling the world, meeting up with friends, and all that, etc. Instead, I was being abused almost weekly, monthly, daily. Alright, y'all, so this is the day in the life of a Southeast girl, and if you're interested, welcome to my world, because a day ain't nothing but a length of time to what? Be enjoyed. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about, who I was when I attracted my abusive ex, because August 30th would have been, August 30th was, I'm gonna say August 30th was 9 years since I left that relationship. And on August 30th I had posted, something about, having to leave the relationship, having to leave, his daughter or whatever. And you never realize the profound impact that you've had on a child's life until you're no longer with them. Hold on, let me take off this daggone blazer because I am burning up all this black, and I got a short sleeve shirt on. Girl, we ain't doing that today. So, but yeah, you never realize the profound impact that you've had on a child's life until you're no longer with them. And that particular message brought to my remembrance a time where it was Mother's Day. And the young lady that I'm talking about, she didn't have her mother in her life, and her father, who I was in a relationship with, he had custody of her. So I was with him from the time, she was 10 months to the time she was 6 years old. So I basically raised her, and it really, really broke my heart to have to leave her, because being in that particular environment, where it was abuse going on, and her seeing a lot of what was going on between, me and her father and stuff like that, I just felt like I wanted to protect her. I felt like I wanted her to shield her from everything that was, going on. But yeah, it just brought to my remembrance, it was Mother's Day, and she had came to me and she was like, Angel, we should have, I know you're not my mother, but we should have a happy Angel Day. And I was like, oh, okay, we could do that. So what we gonna do on Happy Angel Day? So she was like, we gonna bake cupcakes, we gonna probably bake some cookies, we gonna do our nails, and we gonna watch Frozen. And I was like, excuse me, that sounds like a happy Aaliyah Day to me. That don't sound like a Happy Angel Day, But, I was just so tickled and so flattered, that she thought of me in that capacity as a mother figure. Like I was saying, you don't even realize the impact that you having on a child until you're gone. I was real good friends with one of her elementary school teachers, because, we went to high school together or whatever. And I had seen her, out and about, after the relationship ended or whatever. And she was like, Angel, how you doing? Oh my God. I seen Aaliyah and she wanted me to, call you, because she said, she was missing you, girl, or whatever. She said she was missing you. And she told me, the situation that was going on. She said, I really miss Angel, because I really miss her. She was like, I really miss her. But she had to leave because my father was beating her. And you never realize, the impact that you have on a child, or that they had seen that much throughout the relationship. Like, I never had heard her voice, what was going on in the household. And that was probably because, her father just was like, what goes on in this house stays in this house. But it probably got to the point to where she couldn't hold it no more, and she found somebody that she trusted at school to, go ahead and speak out about it. But yeah, I just wanted to add that in there because I forgot that. I really forgot that happened. But on another note, we're gonna get to who I was to attract him. And back in my 20s, I feel like I attracted a lot of men that seen me as this damsel in distress, like always needing, help, always needing to be rescued or whatever. And I think that came about because I feel like a lot of my daddy issues showed up in a lot of relationships, and me needing that male influence on my life made me turn to or couple up with the wrong people. And I was 22 when I met him, and he was way older than me, way older. And I told y'all how old he was. He was 42. I was 22. And I just thought, like, being with an older man was just, the bomb. I thought it was the bomb because he had his own place. He had his own car. He had, stuff going for himself that men of my age didn't have going. Or maybe it just was, I was looking in the wrong places. But I feel like his brokenness attached to my brokenness, and that became a dysfunctional relationship. And I'll show you guys some pictures of what I looked like in my 20s. I was skinty, real skinty. But I'll show y'all some pictures or whatever. But I was real unsure of myself. I felt like I needed to have a relationship. I felt like, I needed to have that male presence in my life. And in my 20s, I should have been traveling the world. I should have, branched out and went further for school. I should have had way more experiences than I had in my 20s. And thinking back to the 20-year-old me, it's a lot of things that I would tell her, especially that 22-year-old that was in that abusive relationship. I would tell her, girl, you don't have to take this. Like, you don't have to go through this. Like, this is not what God sent you here for. Like, this ain't what the Creator meant to send you down here for. Like, you got a soul curriculum. Like, you got a whole life to live. Like, granted, we pick, the lives that we are chosen to lead or whatever once we come down here or whatever, and the lessons that we are supposed to learn, but I don't know, that 20-year-old self of mine was just lost because, I didn't have my father growing up. And that's another video I want to do. I didn't have my father growing up. So I want to examine, what and how my life was affected, by him not being there. Because as I said in my daughter's video, all women need their father. All little girls need their father. We go out here and we searching for love in all the wrong places, and we end up with a man that's just not going to treat us right. And you know, just looking at those pictures, it just, even though I was smiling, you could tell it was a brokenness there. You could tell I was broken from my father not being there. Now I'm being broken down by a man that really don't love me for real, really don't cherish me for real, really don't see it for me for real. He just see a young girl that he could control, that he could do whatever he want with, and she just gonna go for whatever because, you know, she just feel like I'm just everything, you know? So, but I just wanted to pop in and do that video real quick. But have y'all ever been in an abusive relationship? Have y'all ever been in a relationship that wasn't quite for y'all? You know, how did y'all handle it? You know, what was y'all results? Did y'all end up getting out of it? Like, how did y'all cope with it? Let me know down in the comments. I'll be there to talk because I'm always there to talk. The comments be so dry. But let me get off this camera. But yeah, like seeing that post the other day just reminded me like that I've been out of that relationship for 9 years. And it has been the wildest 9 years I ever could have asked for. Like, just being free of that, you know, because a lot of women don't make it out. A lot of women do not make it out. All right, y'all. See y'all later on the next one.